your experience, yeah, have you noticed that a lot of times that the attractive black chicks, yeah, they seem to gravitate to guys who are hood, which we could say. Have you ever seen that in your experience?
Well, yeah, but that's only because a high percentage of the black guys that are in my area are like that. That's just because that's my environment. And unfortunately, you know, the really attractive black guys are just what it is. I don't know what to say.
Is it? So what, you grew up in the hood?
I grew up in a rich area where everybody was, you know, going to school and there's literally no crime anywhere. Obviously, those women are going to be attracted to non-thug guys because
that's not true. That's not true. That's not necessarily true. As I said earlier, hold on. As I said earlier in the live stream, I've done a video which you can go and watch on this channel. And the girl, she comes from a 6-figure home. Her dad makes 6 figures. You know, boom, boom, boom. Everything was functional in the home. She still went out and started dating hood. She still did it, bruv. More than once.
Yeah, but I don't know. That's just a random outlier. I highly
It's a random outlier.
Girl in the hood, that is gonna be scared for her life. Like in the real hood, she's not gonna be able to.
No, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that like these girls that come from the suburbs, these black chicks that are good looking from the suburbs, just leave the suburbs and go to the middle of the hood and just stand there on the corner looking for a hood dude. I'm not saying they're doing that. I'm not saying they're doing that. What I'm saying is that a lot of times these girls, they feel like that suburbs, you know, is, you know, everyone's got money and, you know, there's no danger there. They see that as boring. And you gotta remember, all these girls are watching the same music videos that we're watching, bruv. They're watching all these music videos where it's all these guys, you know, smoking weed, you know, they got weapons on them, you know, talking all crazy and that. Yeah, and that's made to look attractive to girls. So they're going to be like, you know what, I want a piece of that. I want to live that for a little bit. I want to taste that. You know what I'm saying? And then they go off. You'd actually be surprised. A lot of these quote-unquote good girls, they actually want to get with bad boys. And I'm not just talking about bad boys in the sense of, you know, in general. I'm talking about criminal boys. They like the excitement and the drama of that. But go on.
And yeah, that's the brainwashing from the media, though. Like, all flashy cars, money, da-da-da-da-da. Like, you have to have this to be happy. You have to have this to function and survive in this world, which you don't. It's drilled into our head every day, all day.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what we're going to want.
So you said that's what
being brainwashed every day.
You said that's what we want. So are you, since you're saying all of this, yeah, I'm assuming you date thugs as well.
Yes.
Oh, I love the honesty. Let's go. I love the honesty. You always just dated thugs?
No, I've dated all types of guys. I've dated pretty much every like basic race that you can think of: white, Asian, Hispanic, you know. I'm saying like I'm like getting around or anything.
Yeah, I was about to say you're really doing a lot for the community still, but yeah.
No.
Community worker.
Not like socially dated. Like I'm not like, you know, slanging coochie around for the streets, you know.
Okay.
Someone say in the comments, I'm not for the streets.
Okay, anyway, moving on.
Experiences, unfortunately, with thug dudes has not been good.
Okay, so
I've been in very abusive relationships with thug guys.
Yeah.
But something about them is attractive to me. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I grew up in that environment and I'm comfortable with it.
So you would say that the thug guys are more attractive than any other guys that you come across?
Right.
What is it? The initial attraction, do you think?
I don't know. I guess the lifestyle, just that I'm comfortable with it. Like I wouldn't be comfortable around like highly educated 6-figure people because I'm not around that.
So you're saying you wouldn't feel comfortable around guys that are not thugs?
I'm just more comfortable around thugs because I was around that more. I'm not uncomfortable with non-thugs because I've dated non-thugs.
Mm.
But I'm more comfortable with thugs because I'm around that more.
Have you had like successful relationships with thugs?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
How many thugs have you dated that like significantly?
Like real true like gangbanger dudes, I've dated like 2, and they have both ended with either one of us getting physical or just something not going good. Me getting involved in something that I shouldn't be involved in, or, you know,
But
something that brings me down. None of them elevated me.
how old are you, by the way?
I'm 27.
27. Okay, how old was you when you was dealing with these thug guys?
Like beginning of high school, so like 14.
How old was you with the last guy that was a hood dude? How old was you?
22.
22. When you start dating these guys, what do you expect is gonna happen?
Nothing. I don't know. It's literally the definition of insanity. Like, you know,
I'm glad you said it.
Expecting different results, but I don't know.
So what you're saying is basically that when you date these guys, it is because of your environment that you've grown up around these kind of people. So obviously you're attracted to those guys,
Right.
but when you get with them, it always goes left.
Exactly.
It always goes left. Do you think that you would still date thugs now?
No.
Like honestly.
No, because I've elevated myself to a better lifestyle. I've gotten out of, you know, the area, the predominantly hood area. I mean, I'm not in like, you know, the suburbs or anything, but I'm in a better area. I'm working a better job. I've elevated myself. I've become independent. I don't need a man right now, period, but I would like one. And it's not going to be a thug guy.
Yeah, but but let me ask you this: do you think that you would be satisfied with being with a Carlton Banks type of dude? Like, let's be real. Just the fact that you started laughing, that says it all already.
I know that's what I'm working on within myself, because I have now realized that being with a hood dude or a trapper or whatever that you want to call him is a dead end. I've come to that realization after however many years it took.
Yeah, it only took like 13 years. It only took 13 years.
Yeah, 13 years, but at least I figured it out. Some people don't.
I guess, but at the end of the day, even though you figured it out after 13 years, yeah, you're still like, I still have to work on myself to be able to stomach being with a Carlton Banks.
Oh my gosh.
No, but this is the reality, though.
Terrible. That sounds so bad, but
it is bad, but that's true. It's true, though. We have to keep it real. Shame the devil, man. You know what I'm saying?
As long as he can keep it exciting, I don't know. Maybe he can be a pretend thug.
Wow.
Like we can role play or something.
Role play. What do you want? You want him to get a fake toy pistol and a bag of grass.
Yeah.
A bag of grass.
Some bandanas. I'm gonna get him a do-rag, and then he's gonna dress up for me in the bedroom.
Wow. Is that what you like? Yeah. You said a very key word, and that's exciting. You know what I'm saying? I think that one of the things that you women like you find so attractive about like thugs is the excitement, the danger element. Would you agree with that?
Yeah.
So
I mean, I don't want to like, you know, just snitch on myself, but I've done some things that are like adrenaline. It's like an adrenaline rush.
Mm.
But that's gonna lead me to jail.
Hey, don't incriminate yourself, man.
So
don't incriminate yourself. But
no,
yeah,
I'm not. But I'm just saying, like, you know, life can be boring sometimes, but that's only because I'm young and I haven't like just like settled down, I guess. I mean, for the most part, I have. But in my teens, I was like, oh, what are we doing? You know, ripping, running the streets, doing whatever. But that's just what I was surrounded by.
So basically, what you're saying,
doing.
in a nutshell, what you're saying is you was drilling and trapping with your guy.
Oh yeah, I was trapping hard in the streets. You know,
That's
flipping the
crazy.
bricks.
Really and truly, I'll be honest with you, yeah. I don't think you'd be able to happily settle down with a guy who doesn't exude those traits. Like you're pretty much calibrated to that type of guy, to a thug. So much so. Listen. So much so that you was even doing the stuff as well. Because you're on another level. Because think about it, there's girls that, yeah, they like thugs and that, yeah. They like to date thugs. They want to sleep with thugs and thug passion and Tupac and all of that, yeah. Cool. But they won't actually do the dirt. You now, you passed that level. You was like, yeah, I like all that, but I actually want to get hands on. I want to do the practical experiment now. You was like, boom, I'm getting involved. So now that is you now. That's your personality now.
Yeah.
So how are you going to be happy being with a guy that just works a job, comes back, he wears a button-up shirt all the way to his neck and shorts and boat shoes without socks? How are you going to...
I mean, that was the last guy I dated, and I was happy.
Yeah, but you're not with him now, though.
That's
what?
Partial. That's not because of anything that has to do with how he lived.
Oh, okay.
That was just different situation.
I get that, but at the same time, you're still calibrated to thug energy.
Right.
You're a thug yourself. You was a thug. Hold on. You was a thug as well. You're calibrated to that. Like, I'm not trying to be horrible or nothing. Like, I'm not trying to be horrible to you. I swear to God, I'm not. But it's just like I need you to understand. I need any chicks that are listening to understand. Like, once you go down this road, yeah, this is what it is. Because, in my opinion, if you get with a guy that doesn't have that energy, and even the guy you're talking about, your ex, he probably, for the fact that you're saying you were satisfied with him, he probably had some kind of thug traits going on.
Oh, absolutely not. He was Punjabi. He was a family man.
Is it?
He owned businesses. He was
a complete opposite
guy.
So he was complete opposite. He wasn't a thug in any way, shape, or form. He didn't have no thug energy in him at all.
Absolutely not. No, he would never.
How long was you with him?
2 years.
2 years, yeah?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I
don't know about that.
I'm not your typical street girl. Like, I love playing chess. I love playing Call of Duty. I work on a horse farm.
And you like doing drilling and trapping as well. You said it's exciting, bruv. Listen, I know what you're trying to do.
Quite some time.
You're trying to do damage control. You're trying to do damage control. You don't want to sound too crazy. Listen, nobody knows you. So just keep it real, fam. Yeah, it don't matter, blood. Yeah. You was that type of person, innit? You was that type of girl. And listen, I applaud you for being honest, innit? You know what I'm saying? But from what I've noticed in my life, when a woman is calibrated to that, what will happen is she'll get to a certain age where she'll be like, you know what? I can't deal with these kind of guys because, you know, they're going to mess my life up and I need to find someone that's stable. You get with someone stable, but you don't really like him to that same level, bruv. You don't like... You're going to end up like Jada Pinkett.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Hey.
No.
Hey. It's real.
I mean, if he doesn't mind getting smacked in Call of Duty or chess, I can survive with that. Now I'm a homebody. I just like to listen to trap music.
Would you say that thugs tend to get the best looking black women in urban or hood communities? They usually get the best of the best looking black chicks.
I mean, she might be pretty, but does her coochie stink?
We're not even getting that deep yet. We're not getting that deep yet.
Minimum wage, Like, is she a bum? I don't know.
No, listen.
Breathe
First of all,
What the fuck
guys
is
don't
that
care.
about?
Listen to me. Guys don't care how much money a girl makes. The number one thing that guys care about with girls, the first initial thing is how the F do you look? How do you look?
She could be pretty, but she could be terrible in bed. She could
Listen.
be psychotic.
Listen. You're going off what you think. I'm telling you as a guy. Yeah? We go off how the girl looks first. Now, if she smells downstairs and all of that, that's after. We'll find that out at a later date, bruv. Yeah? And there's some guys that even if the girl's fanny smells, but she looks good, they will still stick with her. There's a lot of guys that will do that, bruv. Believe it or not. A lot of guys who, even if her fanny is fishy, they will still go down on her every single time, bruv. And eat the back door as well. Yes.
Yikes.
Not me though. Not me though.
Not I.
But yeah, like it's real like that. So yeah, so basically, yes. So would you agree that yeah, these thugs tend to get the best looking black chicks? Especially early in life, early ages.
Yeah, I would. That's just my environment. It's too broad of a question. Like it has to be. There's too many variables, you know.
There's too many variables.
Not people. Not everybody lives in my type of environment.
Yeah, but I'm trying to let you know. As a guy, listen. I'll be real with you. I wasn't no super thug. I've never been no super thug. Yeah, you was probably going harder than I was. Yeah, but I noticed that even a lot of the times the girls that I got, the better looking ones, they liked me because I gave off certain energies, certain thuggish energies, like being willing to fight and scrap and, you know, do this and do that, and the way I carry myself. Like a lot of these girls that I got with, they liked me because of that, black and white. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is real. And another thing I've noticed is that it's not always just hood rats that like guys that are like that. A lot of times these girls they're not even a part of that life. I've come across girls who are posh, they come from a good background, and they know loads of thugs. They'll be asking you, do you know this guy? Do you know that guy? Do you know... The girl doesn't come from any kind of bad life, but she knows a ton of thugs. You know what I'm saying? So I know what you're trying to say, but it's not necessary. It doesn't necessarily go like that. Like some of these girls that come from good backgrounds, they want to be around thugs.
That's the brainwashing from the media, from the music videos and all that. All right, that's my opinion. I'm not gonna say that's a fact, but just from seeing, you know, the type of music that I listen to and watching their music videos and stuff. And their lifestyle, I don't know, it portrays something that other people want. And if we can break that cycle somehow, which I highly doubt it ever will.
No, it won't.
Aren't gonna stop making music videos.
No, it won't.
Rappers aren't gonna keep promoting, they're gonna keep promoting their gangster lifestyle.
Your gangster lifestyle.
My trap life.
Drillers and Trappers Volume 4. I just think there's too many variables. Like, obviously, your environment. If you do grow up in a bad hood environment, it is going to be pretty hard for you as a girl to not gravitate to thugs. It's going to be very hard. Like, yeah. So I will give you the allowance of that. Then, to add on top of it, that the media likes to throw the image of thugs in our faces as, you know, black guys are thugs, and if they're not a thug, then they don't exist. Like, that's also gonna be a huge factor. That is not going anywhere anytime soon. So, and then the element of, oh, he's a thug, so he can protect me, and, you know, thugs getting fast money and stuff like that. Like, bruh, it's a done deal, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's set up, you know, to make this world hard for guys that are educated and working a good job. Like, that, for some reason people think that is like soft or something, or like you're square if you live that lifestyle, but it's not. Like it took me a long time to realize that that's not square or soft or whatever.
How old was you when you realized that?
I mean, it was just recently, like in my early 20s, and it's sad. It really sucks.
Nah, bruh. Hey. It wasn't early 20s, blood. This was after 25, blood. This was this year. That was this year.
I stopped dating guys that were like that.
Blood, you said you was with the guy when you said you was with the hood, the fuck when you was 22. So you can't say 22. You can't say 22 if you were still blood. You can't say 22. So it was after 22 you realized, yeah?
No, we lasted like 2 months.
2 months.
That was the last guy I dated because he was physically abusive.
Okay, that's fair enough, but let's keep it real. Those 2 guys that you dated, they're not the only thugs you've had entanglements with in your life. Let's keep it real.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I know you keep saying these 2, but there was more than 2. There was more than 2 there was more than 2 hood love.
Like,
there was 2
to a guy and like, you know, being in a so-called relationship. Like, I was in a relationship with a guy, but he wasn't in one with me.
Yeah, because that's what thugs do.
That was a thug.
Yeah, but that's what thugs do. Listen, if the guy is willing to do all kinds of badness on the road, it's not going to take much for him to go and cheat on you. It's like...
Yeah, I know. I had to learn the hard way.
Let me ask you this. Did you pick up any baggage along the way?
What? As in what?
A child? Get me?
No baby daddies.
Yeah, but not even just the baggage of having a child, but like emotional baggage and stuff like that. I'm sure you pick some of that up.
Yeah, I definitely have a lot of PTSD from that situation. And
let me ask you this: Did you enjoy complaining about your thug boyfriends and entanglements with your friends? Was it fun gossiping about them?
Not fun, but I did it constantly.
Yeah,
just naturally complainers.
Yeah, you was constantly running back to your friends like, oh, DeAndre did this. And DeAndre did that, and I think he's cheating on me. And DeAndre didn't come home last night, and he hasn't called me in a week. Yeah, you lot love that emotional roller coaster. Yeah, woo, bruv. That's you lot, blood. That's a part of the law, because when you're with a guy who is just like stable and stand up, and he doesn't do anything crazy, it's boring, isn't it?
I can't. No, you're putting words in my mouth and trying to...
No, I'm kind of asking you.
I was with the square, so-called, quote-unquote, square guy for 2 years, which was my longest relationship.
Did you call him a square to his face?
No, but for the sake of the conversation, I'm going to call him that.
Okay, but did you think he was a...
whole life.
But in your mind, because remember, you're a driller and trapper, yeah? So in your mind, did you feel like, right, this guy's a square, but he's alright, though?
I mean, stick him in the hood. Yes, he probably piss his pants, but I'm okay with that. I've grown out of needing a thug guy. I don't need one. I don't need a guy, period.
You do need a guy.
All by my goddamn self.
You do need a guy.
By myself.
You do need a guy.
On duty.
You do need a guy.